New tonight, only two Republicans, Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger, joining Democrats in the House to approve that select House committee to investigate the January 6th insurrection after Senate Republicans blocked the creation of a bipartisan commission. This as the former president today refused to apologize for the deadly insurrection he incited. Listen to this exchange with our very own Jim Acosta while touring the U.S. border with Mexico.
Trump, will you apologize about January 6th?
Jim Acosta is out front tonight in McAllen, Texas. Jim, the former president still refusing to accept responsibility for the deadly insurrection he incited. In fact, smiling and giving a thumbs up in response to your question.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Poppy, we sort of spent a day trapped in Trump's alternate reality about the 2020 election. He was down here to meet with Governor Greg Abbott of Texas to talk about Abbott's plan to spend $250 million on the border wall to fill in gaps in Trump's border wall that weren't completed during the Trump administration. Of course, Trump used the day to continue spreading the big lie to claim that he was cheated out of the 2020 election and so on. And Abbott's people went to great lengths to keep reporters from asking questions of the former president. And so it was at this event at the border wall where it got quiet for a few seconds. And so I tried to ask the question, do you apologize for what happened on January 6th? Trump did not. He knew what was going on. He looked right at me. He did not respond. That was when we heard boos from the crowd. But keep in mind, Poppy, this was not a crowd of Trump supporters that you would see at a rally. This was a crowd of Republican members of the House who skipped out on the vote today for the January 6th Select Committee that Nancy Pelosi, the House Speaker, proposed. And instead, they were down in Texas kissing Trump's ring. It was just another example of how we're not seeing profiles in courage up on Capitol Hill on the Republican side. We're seeing profiles in crassness in terms of what we saw today, Poppy.
I mean, it's such a telling picture, right? And such an image of representative of what's going on, caring more about being with Trump and the former president, despite his carrying on the big lie, than voting on this critical measure.
Absolutely. And of course, we all know how they would have voted anyway. They would have voted no. At one point, I talked to Congressman Madison Cawthorn of North Carolina. He said he still considers Trump to be a leader of the Republican Party. He claimed to me at one point during our back and forth that, yes, Trump was cheated out of the 2020 election. So they're all parroting the big lie. At another point, another Congresswoman, Lauren Boebert of Colorado, shouted out, "You won." To Donald Trump. It was as if all of these Republican members of Congress were just going to continue to live, again, in this alternate universe, this alternate reality that's been created by the former president, that he, in fact, won the 2020 election. Of course, we know there's nothing further from the truth. That is the continuation of the big lie.
And a dangerous one at that. I mean, all you have to do is look at what DHS and the FBI are warning right now. Jim Acosta, thank you.
Absolutely. That's right.
Very, very much.